Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I wash the cast iron pan that I use in my toaster oven. I've been using this 10-inch cast iron skillet to cook in my toaster oven for a while now. I've had this particular cast iron pan for 8 years now. I've been cooking in the toaster oven, making videos for 12 years. So some people have asked how I clean it. So basically it's pretty easy. I just rinse it out with warm water usually. So I'll show you how I do that. You can see this is kind of dirty on the bottom. I don't remember what I used it for last. I think it was to reheat something I cooked on the grill, a pork steak or something like that. So what I'll usually do is just, a lot of times just use my fingers like that with warm water and just kind of, go over it like that. Now if I cook something in it, like I bake something in there or whatever, and it gets really crusty, then I may just fill it up with water and let it soak in the sink for a little bit, like if I'm having trouble getting stuff off of there. And sometimes I'll take like a scrub sponge like this and just go over it just real lightly, just to take that off of there. But I don't usually use any type of dish soap or anything, because that takes the oil off of it. You really don't want to take the oil off of it, because the oil is what seasons the pan. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Now what I'll usually do is just put it back in the toaster oven on the toast setting, and that'll dry it out. Now I'll put this back in the oven, and the toast setting has a timer, so that'll shut off in a few minutes when it's dry. Okay, the oven shut off. Make sure you have an oven glove or mitt so you don't burn your hand. I've done that a lot of times. Grab a hot handle, you don't want to do that. Now this pan is seasoned enough that a lot of times I don't even bother oiling it after. I just leave it in the oven. As long as it's dry, it's okay, because like I said, I've had this pan for 8 years, so it's pretty well seasoned. Now usually, well, if you have a newer pan, you want to like maybe take some oil and wipe it on there like that to keep it from rusting. This is olive oil, but normally I use avocado oil because it's what I cook with the most and has a high smoke point, but that's what I use mostly. And then there you're good to go. And one other thing I will do once in a while, like see you get all this crust kind of building up along the edge and on the the outside there. And what I'll do, that's kind of hard to get off because it kind of gets baked on there because I'm using it in the oven all the time. So once in a while I'll just fill that up with water and let it soak in the sink a little bit, and then take this and just kind of scrape it. And usually if it's soaked a while, you can knock a lot of that stuff off there. But for the most part, I don't even really worry about that most of the time. It's nice and slick on the bottom. I cook eggs and stuff in there and they don't stick. So that's usually how I do it. So that's how I do that. The reason I like using a cast iron pan versus like those baking trays or baking dishes or whatever is the cast iron just gets better with age. Those baking trays that come with the oven, they look nice in the beginning, and then they start getting really stained and nasty looking from grease, and people put foil on them or stuff like that. But to me, it's just easier to use the cast iron pan. It just keeps getting better with age. It just gets more seasoned. I cook all kinds of stuff in it. I bake in it. I do recipes in it, cook meats in it, cook potatoes in it, vegetables, whatever. Anyway, it just works really well for me. And like I said, once you buy it and you keep it, oiled up, it just keeps getting better with age. Anyway, that's how I do that. Hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.